Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel Ray here, and today I bring you another Wipnchat Wednesday where we talk about what's going on and I show you what I'm working on, my work in progress, which is what WIP stands for. Today I come with you with a bit of a heavy heart, and I know this is a bit uncomfortable for some people to hear, but it is the first thing that I need to talk about today. So please listen. You don't have to say anything in the comments. In fact, I think that the silence is probably best. George Floyd was murdered, and the United States is heartbroken. And what is really important is that the voices are being heard, and for once, a black man's death is bringing white people to actually get into action. As a white woman, I understand and know that my privilege and my skin has given me opportunities and a safe space to live for my entire life. And I am uncomfortable with that, but I have to live with that, and I must, as a human being, recognize that fact. What I mean by this is, if you are also struggling with the fact that you feel like you must say something right now, the only thing that you need to do is spread awareness. You need to use what was given to you from birth in order to make change happen. Silence is violence, and for too long I've been silent. This is not a political issue. This is a human level issue. This is a race issue, and it has to stop. My channel is not a place where I bring politics. I don't talk about it on my channel. I have very strong views, and no one is going to change that. But I don't bring it here because it's crafting. But this is important. And I don't care if this offends you, because if it offends you, then I don't want you here. I will be very blunt about that. You can leave. No one is forcing you to stay. I don't care about how many subscribers I have. What I care about is that black people are being murdered for no reason under the guise of freedom. I hope you can see my face when I say this. Freedom, protection. I won't go any further because I have already probably managed to piss off my family to the point where they probably, they're either going to continue to fight me because that's the kind of stubbornness that I have to deal with, or maybe they'll listen, or maybe I'll get disowned. I don't care, because this is a human issue. There's a few things that I want to say before I get into my normal video where I talk about crafting. But again, it's important and it needs to be heard. What has America failed to hear? It has failed to hear that the plight of the Negro poor has worsened. It has failed to hear that the promises of freedom and justice have not been met. And it has failed to hear that large segments of white society are more concerned about tranquility and the status quo than about justice, equality, and humanity. And so in a real sense, our nation's summers of riots are caused by our nation's winters of delay. And as long as America postpones justice, we stand in the position of having these recurrences of violence and riots over and over again. Social justice and progress are the absolute guarantors of riot prevention. Martin Luther King Jr., April 14th, 1967. Black Lives Matter. If you say all lives matter, you're missing the point. People matter. All people matter. Humans matter. Animals matter. The environment matters. But right now, the issue is that a lot of people don't think that Black Lives Matter. And until there is change within the police system of America, we will continue to say Black Lives Matter. And I will continue to stand as an ally and someone who can use my voice to emphasize how important this is. Not because I myself have anything to worry about in my little bubble of being a white woman, but because the injustice that is happening within the United States sickens me, and my voice will not be silent. So yes, if you noticed that yesterday I changed the profile pictures to a black square, as did many other people in solidarity with the Black community for the death of George Floyd and all of the deaths that have occurred. Yes, it is about standing up and speaking out. And yes, protests are important. But let's just make a few things clear. Rioters are rioters. Looters are looters. Protesters are protesters. And they are not all one and the same. It is very important that you make that distinction and that you fact check anyone who chooses to not believe that. Now, that is as far as I would like to go on this today because I recognize that it's been 8 minutes. And I'm uncomfortable, and I will admit that because I don't feel strongly able to discuss anything further about the history of why this happened, because my silence has helped this violence in my daily life. But I won't be silent anymore, and I am so sorry. Now, let's talk about some happy stuff, shall we? I would highly recommend that you check out the links that I have here in this video to see how you can help. Because if you want to make a change and you can't leave your house because you're immunocompromised or disabled in some way, if you have anxiety over joining the crowds because of coronavirus, if you feel like social media is not where you want to be right now, I totally understand that. I get that, but there's so much more you can do. Do not allow the things that hold you back from stopping your voice from being heard. There are so many things you can do. Sign petitions, send emails, do what you can. Because something is better than nothing. Okay. Sorry. I hope you can hear how horrible I feel right now, but it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about us making a change. Okay, so, hi. Thank you for listening to my rant, and I hope that it touched you and made you angry. in a good way. Any racist comments will be deleted. You will be blocked and removed from my channel. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you too. I have enough with my family. In this video, I am knitting because I asked my beautiful Patreon supporters to help me decide what to do for this video. And I decided on knitting thanks to the poll in the video, which, by the way, creator friends, YouTube polls are going to go away on June the 10th. So if you wanted to run a poll on your video, where you put in a card, they're all going to be gone. Apparently the feature wasn't used enough, so YouTube is taking it away. So in honor of that, I decided to do one last poll for my patrons, and they helped me decide. Knitting it was. I'm working on my baby blanket for my little sister, who is due near the end of July, middle of July. And I am using, what size needle is that? I believe that's a 6mm needle, a set of circular needles, and the yarn that I'm using is a chunky, plushy, oh, it's so soft, y'all. It's a plushy blue Aldi yarn. I got it from the store Aldi, the supermarket. I got it from them for about €5 for 4 balls, which is great. So I'm using all 4 balls in this blanket, and what I'm doing is I am now finally decreasing the size. So it works from corner to corner, which is awesome. So you get to start with only like 5 stitches cast on, and then you work all the way up and build it up and up and up and up until you get to the middle, and then you work down into the other corner. It's great. It's so therapeutic. And basically, while I was filming this video, I was talking to my husband, who's in the chair opposite me. You can actually see Luna there on the ground. She kind of, hovers around us there. So you might, if you're watching the video, you may see her face there eventually. She's actually sitting right next to me as I'm recording this voiceover, and she's sleeping, which is great. I really, really love this pattern. It is so easy and so fluid. Okay, sorry about that. James just came in and asked me what he wanted for dinner, and so my whatever I was talking about, I totally forgot what I was talking about. We are gonna have. There's these greaseproof paper sheets, like baking paper sheets, that have spices on them. And when you smash chicken breast or whatever, and squish it between the 2 sheets and fry it in the frying pan, without any oil on it, and the spices infuse with the chicken, and it's so good. And I was like, it's a nice day today. It's very summery, and I'm trying to get away from heat in the kitchen. So I was like, let's cook. Why don't we cook up the chicken and then make a salad, make a really nice summery salad. And he's cool with that. So he's just leaving now to go and do that. Okay. I'm going to have to write some notes as well. So I hope you don't mind. I'm sure you don't. Oh, I was talking about the yarn and stuff. Yeah, the yarn is really fun to play with. It's really, really fun to play with. It's so squishy and soft, and I can't wait to finish it. I've just been wanting to work on it so much so that actually I've found that my fingers are cramping a little bit from holding the needles or something. So I can't always knit with it. I don't know what it is. I think it could be the tension. Even though it's rather loose, it's not all, I don't know. It's hard to hang on to or something. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, my pen dropped. You get to hear all the things in this recording. So First, I want to mention Chris R., who has been watching my channel for a really long time. Chris wanted to let you all know that she is halfway finished with her Faith, Hope, Cure painting, which I'll put in right here, 1522. And I just want you to see it and see her progress. Oops. I want you to see her progress and know that she appreciates all of your help in raising money in order to get that painting so that she can do it for her local infusion center. And that she's been working full days on it to get it done quick. And she goes in for a chemo appointment soon, so please keep her in your thoughts. Yeah, I love this painting. If you're interested in purchasing it, I will put a link to it in the description box. You can get it from Diamond Shop. They have created its own place on their website. Just be known that made to order paintings and anything that isn't in the ready to ship category on their website will take between 4 to 6 weeks to process before it is shipped. So it's very important to know that about Diamond Shop. They make most of their paintings to order unless it's in the ready to ship category. And speaking of Diamond Shop, my package arrived today. I was so scared that the mystery artist reveal package that I was asked to participate in the reveal by Rowana and Reggie of Diamond Shop. They sent a parcel to me ages ago, and even though they sent it FedEx Express, something happened, and yeah, I was furiously writing emails to FedEx going, what's going on? Obviously the coronavirus has thrown everything for a loop. It doesn't matter how you're sending your mail or how much you pay for shipping. Everything is messed up right now. Everything is taking longer than normal. So please, please, please be patient. If you need an update from a company, email them. Most companies are quite, what's the word? They are pretty transparent about what's going on. And every website that I've seen has had a notice at the top about COVID-19. And if you watch YouTube or any of us, you would know that it's a little difficult right now, guys. And complaining about how long your packages are taking is not really helping anybody. Even though I know that you feel excited about getting them and you're bubbling with anticipation, anger is not really necessary. So yeah, it's here. I am going to reveal it on the channel on Friday, so watch out for that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to make that video go live on the channel at 5 p.m. Irish time on Friday. So watch out. There will be a contest in that video, so if you're interested in winning something, you'll have to stay tuned and watch the video to see how to enter. Okay, that's enough of that. So, excuse me for a moment. Ooh, I need some coffee. Today, as I'm recording this voiceover, it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday at almost 2 p.m. I had every intention of doing this voiceover this morning when I woke up around 9 o'clock, except I woke up to an entire wall of notifications of nasty messages from family. So I had to deal with that first. And then I cuddled with Luna in the recliner because she's been demanding cuddles lately. She's become a really, really lovely dog. And I don't know what it is, but I think it could be that I'm home all the time now. And she really likes it. And I think we are closer than we were before. I know that she's a very nervous dog. And if you don't know, I'll tell you the story. So Luna is a rescue dog. I rescued Luna from the Irish version of the SPCA. I saw her picture on a rescue website and immediately fell in love with her because obviously she is gorgeous. Except at that time, she looked a little thin. I'm going to go ahead and put in a picture here, 2050. I'm saying the numbers so that I can remember to put in picture. So Luna's first picture. Okay. So you can see her and how skinny she was the day that I got her. She was scared. She was rescued from a farmer's field in County Mayo, and she had been tied there for several days with no food or water. I don't know what the farmer was thinking. I don't really care. I think that he should have his farm taken away from him if that's how he treats animals. But a little boy and his mom were walking past the field when they heard the whimpering. So Luna was rescued. The farmer tried to take her back, and the rescue denied him. And I believe that they were going to take legal action if he didn't stop. So Luna's my little rescue dog. I don't know what breed she is, but going on the breeds of dogs in Ireland that are used for herding, she could be an Australian Shepherd, as some of you have said. However, I think it's more likely that she is just more standard Border Collie and maybe mixed. It could be that her mother was impregnated by the wrong breed because she is small. I don't know if it's another breed or if she's just the runt. She would have been about 4 months old, so only a puppy, when she obviously was mistreated, maybe not even given food for much of the time. And so she could have had her stature, her size could be small because of that. She's very small. But she has such a big personality that, when I say, for example, when I've gone away for a week on holidays and I've left her with some friends, or I've left her in a kennel, dog hotel, or whatever, when I come back, I always get really shocked at how short and small she is. For her breed should be above my knee with their back. I would say that's probably 4 hands high if you're a horse person, an equestrian. But she's about 3, maybe. So anyhow, Luna was rescued, and in 2016. So I've had her since then. She has been very anxious and protective since day one. She does not like other dogs. She does not like children. She likes dogs when she gets to know them, and she has playtime with them, but she's also fiercely protective. So even the dogs that she has been around for ages, like if you saw the video yesterday, you would have seen her playing with a, what is Freya's breed? She's a gun dog. She's a big brown and white speckled dog that would be used for hunting. I just can't think of her breed off the top of my head. But anyway, that's like her best friend. The dog she spends most of her dog interaction time with. But even they fight, because sometimes, it'll get to the stage where Luna just can't. She gets so wound up, even though I can tell nothing's going on, and the other dog isn't purposefully making her jealous. She just gets so wound up. She has serious emotional issues. And I never really thought that dogs could be like that. But mine is. She went through a lot of trauma in her early years, so that is carried through her life, even though she's had, even though she's had a nice cushy life with me, that those first few weeks of life are vital. So she's a good dog, and I love her very much. Let me see. There was actually a comment that I wanted to address in the video today. I'll bring it up in the background as we're talking. But I remember one of the comments was about James and when do we get to see James. I'm afraid you're never going to see James. I am respecting his wishes, and I'm not going to publish him or his, I won't have a video with him again unless I get his permission. It would be wrong of me to do it against his wishes, really. He doesn't want to be on the channel, and I respect that. So I would just ask that. I know that you all want to get to know him and to meet him and everything, but unless I get his permission, he would rather not be on the internet sharing this space with me, or even just, showing his face. Another thing that I got, it's Gina Roundtree's birthday. So happy birthday, Gina. She's turning 25. I remember when I turned 25 and it was great. You are a quarter of a century old, which is not old at all. So don't freak out. You still have a lot to live, of life to go. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, because why not? Why not? That's it for comments for now. Just Gina, happy birthday. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I have been not sleeping very well lately because I've been staying up late, educating myself and trying to be active in this, and it's it's taking its toll. Anyway, so let's see. In other news, what else is going on at the moment? Oh, so I invited one of my friends over, not yesterday, but the day before, I believe. Yeah, Monday. It was June bank holiday, Monday, and invited her over around, what time is it when she came? I met her on the road, so I was driving in to get dinner stuff. I was going to make my pasta carbonara, which I do have a video on my channel if you're interested, but it's a hot mess. How I make my pasta carbonara, and I went to go get some bacon so that I could fry that up, and on the way I saw my friend walking to the park. And so I turned the car around and I came and I had a chit chat with her on the side of the road. We were chatting, and that was around 7:00, and time was slipping away from me, and then I saw another friend, and she told me that there's going to be a march on Saturday, and I was like, yeah, I'll be there. And it was nice and sunny and hot and everything, and so I told her, I said, listen, just let's get in the car. You've walked enough today, because she had walked 13, 14 kilometers at that stage, and I was like, girl, that's ridiculous. So I forced her to get in the car so that I could drive her home. And we went to this shop, and then we went to her house. She was like, I need a shower. I was like, yes, you do. Come out to my house and we'll have some gin and tonics. And so she did. It was around 9 or 9:30. I had eaten my dinner. I panic cleaned the house because anytime anyone comes over, like if they're like, oh, I'll be over there in like, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes. It's like suddenly I just turn into the Tasmanian devil, except like the opposite of that. And I just clean everything. So I did that. And that was exhilarating. I should have people come over to my house more often, right? Thanks, COVID. And anyway, we just sat around, we listened to 80s and 90s music, early 2000s music, we chit-chatted, it was just really good, and it was so nice to catch up and, relax a bit. It's okay. Like, we were sitting well apart, you know what I mean? And all that stuff. We were taking all the precautions that we could, but I think at this stage we just I miss having girly time, and chit chats with people who aren't my husband. So yeah, that was necessary. We really, really needed that. And I did her nails. I showed her how to put on the Color Street nails. Y'all, she is so good at it, and she's hooked. So that's good. She's such a great person. Now, James is back, so I'm just going to pause this for another moment, and I'll be right back. So, my focus this week. My focus this week is actually more on... I've been trying to get in the garden more, get sunshine, vitamin D. It's very important. I feel super, super blessed to have the amount of land that I have, whereas a lot of people don't have land. You might have a balcony or you might not have anything, and I'm so sorry. I wish I could invite all of you to come and stay with me. We could go camping. I have plenty of grass. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that there were more of you here. And for those of you who are in Ireland, I see you. It's been really difficult because with the restrictions that we have in place, there are a lot of people who are taking it to heart and they are staying within the government's area, specified area. And then there are those who don't follow the rules and they ruin it for everybody. So there were quite a lot of people who had traveled from Dublin City to Inch Beach and to Dingle out here in Kerry, which is literally the furthest that you can go in the country, mile-wise. So from Dublin, other than probably I don't know, somewhere up north, but that doesn't count, in the Republic. And it was upsetting because it feels as though nothing is happening. There's no repercussion for not following the rules. And I feel guilty when I go to the forest for a walk or when I want to go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach since March. They locked us down, and then I went out for a walk with Luna at the beach, which is more than 2 kilometers, but only just. And at the time, it was still really cold, We're all wearing winter jackets and scarves and everything. But even at that time, we were feeling like, oh, well, we've been inside for so long. It's been 2 weeks or whatever. which I laugh at now because I have not been to the beach since, and it is now June. And it's only just over 2 kilometers from me. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that far. It's still within the same area. I can almost see it from here. You know what I mean? But it's important that we recognize the danger that we're putting other people into. It's not about me getting sick. It's about me making other people sick. That's what I think that we should be focused on. And I think that a lot of people have been really, really good about that. So thank you to all of you who are doing the right thing and staying home whenever possible and only going out when you have to. Obviously, your mental health is very important. So if you need to go and get out and take a drive and, as long as it's safe, I understand. I do understand. Am I going to recommend it? No. But I understand. And as someone who suffers from depression, seasonal depression, and all that other kind of stuff, anxiety and the whole lot, I know what it feels like to feel claustrophobic. And I can only imagine how much more claustrophobic it is when you don't, anyone who doesn't live here. Anyone that isn't sharing my experience. So, yes, it's a little bit of a difficult Wipnchat today. But I don't think that I'm alone in this. So, it's important to say that. Oh, I also wanted to mention, speaking of diamond painting, I finally got my painting from Mary's Diamonds, which is an Instagram account. I ordered from them before, and I bought from them again to see the quality. I think I've purchased 2? 1? 2? 1? I don't remember. 1, I think. From them, and maybe 2. There could be 2 in there. Because they got a new artist. And then they got the artist Leoba Bruckner, who's a German artist, and I love her stuff. So I know I ordered at least 1 of hers, and was it the end of March that they stopped selling her artwork? So I don't know if they got permission. I don't know if the permission was only for a month. I'm not sure. I'm not aware of the situation. Maybe I'll contact the artist and ask. That's an idea. I should probably do that, because I don't know why they would take the artist off their site unless they were told to. But anyway, it's very confusing, and while I do want to open it and share it with everyone, I also don't want to cause more issues, and I want to know the story so that when I tell people, I'm sorry, you can't actually buy these from Mary's Diamonds because they stopped selling them, I think people, for context, they should know either it's because, of a copyright thing, or maybe it's because of something else. Anyway, it's all very confusing. I hope that the quality is better than the last canvas, because the last canvas was printed on a hua canvas, and I was not impressed. They said to me that they have improved their quality, so I'm going to put in a little screenshot right here, 39. Mary's. Just a little screen grab there of where they told me that they were working on improvements back when I shared my review of their last canvas. As you know, I am always striving to find great quality stores to purchase from. I'm not going to waste my time with stores that have bad reputations, these pop-up shops that are guilting you into buying stuff, or that have no reviews. it's very easy to, what was the word? I know some of you are screaming it at me. Hello, fly. I'm sure you can hear him. Oh, in Ireland, we don't have screens on our windows because summer only lasts for like a blink. So flies get into the house, and yeah, I don't want them here, but they come in and they're like the size of bumblebees, so they make a lot of noise, and Luna loves to eat them. Get it, Luna? Could you kindly like settle down, please? So if you hear the buzzing, it's not a bee. It's a hyperactive fly. I will help you get out if you just calm down. I like to release them or help them to fly outside. They're not like weird fruit flies or something. I'm not dirty. Like, anyway, all right, where was I? Yes, so on my channel previously, like in 2018, 2019, I purchased a lot of diamond paintings from AliExpress, trying different stores for their quality. So if you're looking for AliExpress, look at my unboxing video playlist. I have all of those stores. You can just go through and watch them if you want. If you need more, information. And I have each, video title has the name of the store in it. So especially if you're looking on my experience with a certain store, that doesn't mean that my experience is everyone's experience either. So, there are a few times where I've gotten something and it's completely the opposite expectation of everyone else and all the other experiences or whatever, that happens sometimes, but very rarely. And that actually makes me want to segue into something that I haven't said in a while. But I saw a comment somewhere. I can't remember if it was the Facebook group Crafters Anonymous with Mrs. Crochet and Coffee and Rachel Ray, the group that I run with Mrs. Coffee. Mrs. Coffee is the boss. I'm the assistant. We share it so that we can, have a community of people, which we have. I think we have one of the best Facebook groups out there. And yes, I'm being biased because I think that the people there are super caring and they give a lot. So anyway, I saw a comment somewhere saying that they think that YouTubers get better quality than just a regular person who doesn't have a YouTube channel buying from companies. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. I've had sour experiences all over the board from multiple stores. No, there is no favoritism. I get exactly the same box or bubble boot or envelope as everybody else. I never tell a company that I have a YouTube channel and that I'm making a purchase and that, would you mind giving me a discount or could you send me a free painting? No, absolutely not. I think that people that do that should be ashamed, first of all, because as a person that has a platform, I think that it's your duty to spend your money to experience those things. And if the company finds out, if the company gets your review, if after you've opened it, you then send them the link to your review, that's fine, especially if you're upset with them. And then you tell them how to fix it, You show them and then, either they read the comments of the people in the video or you can summarize the comments that are in the video and make a suggestion for how they can improve if it's a negative thing, or maybe tell them, you did a really good job and thank you so much for your product. I think that that's the way that people should do it. But that is my opinion, okay? What you do is your business, but on my channel, I do not reach out to companies and ask for free diamond paintings, discounts, or anything like that. I go to their website and I purchase. So I have purchased, I think, 2 diamond paintings from Mary's Diamonds. They don't know it's me. I could be just anybody. And I'm telling you right now, it came in a bubble boot. The canvases and the diamonds. It's in one of those irregularly shaped bubble mailers. And I'm scared. Because I have seen a few people who have tagged Mary's Diamonds, and it is the same canvas, but with their logo on it. So it doesn't really give me much hope. But we shall see. I mean, I could be completely wrong. But I want you to make these educated shopping decisions, as I said yesterday in my video. Have a sip of water. I got some water. I think the coffee dehydrated me a bit. Very important to stay hydrated, y'all. What else was it that I was talking about? I'm going to talk about today. I am, there's like this heaviness and this, there's a cloud over me at the minute, which I can't deny. So, this is going to happen. I'm not a robot. I'm a creator, but I'm also a human being. So sometimes it's not always going to be happy and perky, Rachel. I need you to know that. I might be a creator and I might have, I think I hit 17,000 subscribers. So thank you very much for subscribing. All the new people who are coming in. Thank you. But I do need to let you know that I work on my videos. I make the video, I edit and upload and do all of those things myself. I am a one-woman team. And so I, at the minute, will admit that I am falling behind with the whole comment thing because I like to answer comments and I like to answer questions. But if you have a question that's really urgent, I need you to go to the Facebook group. That's the best place to ask questions, because by the time that I read and answer your comment, it could be a few days to a week later at this rate, just because of the number of people who are watching. And even though I really appreciate it and I feel all the love, I really do, I need you to understand that the expectation for responding to comments needs to be knocked down a notch or two. And if, like I said, if you have a really important question, or even if it's not important, okay, it could be anything. It could be any question whatsoever. Please put it in the Facebook group, because I have an entire community of wonderful, lovely people who are there who can help. Those comments, those questions that are being asked in the comments are very, very common questions that anybody can answer. Any diamond painter or cross stitcher can answer those questions that you have for me. But what I want to do going forward is I'd like to make a monthly video at the beginning of the month where I take some of those questions that are more for me and what's going on in either in my immediate area or whatever it might be that's very personal to me and not just in general, or maybe some of the general questions. I don't know, but you know what I mean? I'll take them, I'll compile them, and I'll make one big video once a month to answer all those questions. But other than that, I'm begging you, please, if you have a question, go to a forum, go to Facebook, go to Reddit, go somewhere where there is a community of people that can help you, because it's important that we come together. And there's a big group out there who is very, very happy to help. I am begging you, because I can't at this stage keep up with how many questions I get. But I love your comments, so please don't get that twisted. I love seeing your comments. You are the reason that I make these videos. I want to help people. I've always wanted, I'm a teacher, and I love to explain visually. I'm a visual learner myself, and I think it's important to show how to do things. But I'm also a person who has a husband and a dog, and who's gained like a quarantine 50 at this stage. And I spend probably upwards of 10 hours every day doing YouTube related tasks. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't do it. But it really makes me feel some kind of way when I get the same questions. And I just want to say to those people, it would be faster if you just asked, a group of people instead of just a creator. I don't know if it occurred to them or not, but, Anyway, okay, I'm going to get off of that tangent because I just want you to know that I do appreciate you. And I do appreciate you watching the videos and sharing as well, sharing all of your wonderful stories and your hearts with me. And I never for a moment thought that it would get this big, if you go back to the beginning, I hope you can tell that I'm still the same Rachel, but I'm sure you can notice that there's more confidence in my voice now. I am no longer a beginner diamond painter. I know more, and I hope that I've used my platform for the right things, which is to help encourage people to seek help for mental illness, to help people understand that crafting is a hobby that should be enjoyed. It should not be stressful, and it should bring you joy. And I hope that I've encouraged people to be kind and understanding. Those are very important tenets on my channel, regardless of what craft I'm doing. So that's what this is about. That's what the whole thing is about. And I want to keep it that way. I don't have highfalutin notions of, becoming a huge, hello fly, a huge, multi-million subscriber channel, which, I hope that I could touch enough people out there emotionally that I can make a difference. Because the way that I was raised with values that I considered to be super important, that you need to be kind to one another. You need to be understanding. Sometimes it's more important to think first before opening your mouth, even though that's really hard sometimes. And that, you need to use, if you gain power, you need to use that power for good. Okay? I've watched enough comic movies, comic book movies, Marvel superhero movies, not sponsored, to say that, if I have the ability to speak with you and all of these other people out there, I want you to know that I am doing this from a good place. That is my intention. And it always will be my intention, and I will not give that up. I will not stop using my platform for good. Speaking of good, Cloudberry shirts are coming soon. They've just been dispatched from California, and I'm so excited, you guys. So thanks to your help, we actually raised enough money to sponsor a kennel at Seal Rescue Ireland in Wexford. And so we have a seal kennel, and it's going to have Rachel Ray and friends over top the kennel, which is great. Not that it really means anything, that sign means nothing, but it means so much to me that we were able to do this for the seals. And Cloudberry was released in March, early March, but due to COVID, obviously, and restrictions and things, we weren't able to go. But as soon as I can, I am going to be attending a release. With the sponsorship comes the ability to go and actually see seals released. If you're interested in Seals Rescue Ireland or donating to the cause, I will also have a link down in the description box. I would like to raise more money, hopefully, in the next year. But this month, I'm actually planning another charity, how do I explain this? I will be raising money for another charity, and I'm going to have all of that information ready for you on Saturday. I'm just looking at what I'm doing on the screen. So please stay tuned. If you don't watch my floss tube videos because they're cross-stitching related, I would highly, highly encourage you to watch so that you can get more information about the charity that I will be donating to, that I will be sending funds to for this month, for June. Sorry, I needed more water. Goodness. You guys got me talking here for a long time. So we're almost at an hour of recording time, so I am going to go ahead and cut it off here because I need to get this edited and uploaded. But I want to get the message out there as soon as possible. So stay tuned for really, really exciting stuff happening this weekend, this week, even next week. We've got a lot of really cool stuff lined up. I would like to, again, extend very, very big thank you to all of my patrons over on Patreon. You have no idea how much that means to me, and you are making the impossible possible. So thank you all so much for your continued support. I will check in with you guys soon, and hopefully we will have, I would like to have a longer Wipnchat for next week and maybe even do a premiere. I'm really not sure. Let me know down below if you would be interested in a premiere Wipnchat next week. That means I have to listen to my voice twice, but I'll do it for you. All right, guys. I hope you all have a really safe and happy week. Be careful. Don't forget what I said at the beginning of this video. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.